Howdy, howdy! Hi, hi, Behaba! Howdy, howdy, Agape! Hi, hi, welcome in! I hope we're doing well! But I hope everything's working since when I launched it, it was not happy. For some reason. I hope it actually updated my shit. Yeah. Yeah, I think it did. Hopefully. But hi, howdy, welcome in. How was everyone's weekend? How are we all doing? Apologies for disappearing. I've been unwell again and tired. And then I've had my brother over, so I've been busy. And so I've been absent. But I thought that as I was joking, it was like, I better proof of life. I better perform proof of life. Howdy, Aniki. Hi, welcome in. Bark. But yeah, I've been avoiding. It's really odd. I've been avoiding responsibility with responsibility. Like, yeah, maybe I didn't work on the way I was meant to, but I did organize my kitchen again. And Arknights Enfield Grind. I don't play Arknights. I haven't played the Gachuri game in a hot minute. I found that they were keeping me up and that I cannot be responsible. And so I decided to take a break from all of them. So I haven't even played Uma Musume recently. So I haven't even played Nikke either. I had to like uninstall them so that I didn't like stay up until obscene hours. Howdy, welcome in, Discarded Child! 215 times is insane. That doesn't feel real. That's fake. That's a fake number. That's inflated. That's not real. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe these numbers are real. Productive member of society. It's keeping me away from other irresponsibilities. It's like, instead of... I'm trying to put my everything into streaming this year. It hasn't been going too well. But I've been trying to put my everything into like streaming. I want to be more productive when it comes to art and planning streams and just everything like that in general. And then I get hit with just yucks. Yeah, I mind my teeth at the moment because I have a feeling it was somewhat self-induced because I had why does everything look so laggy? I'm a little confused about that. I'm gonna just hope that it fixes itself later. But it's like I had sore sinuses, which those are clearing up. Like my sinuses have only been a little bit sore every now and then recently. But when my sinuses were sore, my teeth were really sore, and I got frustrated, and I did that thing where you're not supposed to, and I just brushed my teeth as hard as I could, because I was like, surely this will fix it. Surely my teeth just feel so sensitive because I just don't scrub them hard enough. And then I think I inflamed the fuck out of my gums. And I think that it was just a vicious cycle of me being like, I think my teeth hurt. I better brush my teeth harder. I think my teeth hurt. I better brush my teeth harder. And so now I need to try and get to a dentist. I need to go to a dentist anyway. I haven't been to a dentist in a decade. I haven't been... I'm gonna be real. There is definitely... It's not good dental health in there, but it's like... Do you know how much dentists cost? Like, Jesus fuck. I was looking at it because I was like, look, this hurts more than when I got my tonsils removed, and I thought I was dying. So it's bad. I'm like dying in bed trying every remedy I could. And... No, it's not even 150! So to just go get a checkup. right? If I want to go to somewhere, maybe somewhere it is, but not anywhere near me, I'm looking at the cheapest I could find to go get a checkup that includes x-rays. Because obviously you need x-rays, especially if you haven't been in a while, because they could, I've been told that I have teeth and that they tend to looking completely fine, and then the x-ray says, hey, you're fucked. So I need x-rays, and the cheapest I can find is $180. And that's for the first appointment, and that's on special too. That's with a discount. As a first-time customer, discount is $180 for a checkup with an x-ray. And then to get any dental work done is exponential. Like, I was trying to look at stuff years ago, which is partly why I didn't go, because I'm like, well, I kind of have to go. Well, I guess the price difference was like $30, I think, something like that. It was like, I think the general checkup was $150 for a general checkup and cleaning. General checkup and cleaning with x-ray. As a first time customer special was $180 was the cheapest I could find, but they tend to be around $200. So the x-ray's not that much added on, it's just a bit. I think it was like $30. My internet cut out. Why did this? What's going on, dude? What are you doing? I'm still live? Oh, okay. The app that was playing music froze, that's all. The music app crashed. Okay, well, that's stinky of it. Why did it do that? I need my jams while I'm talking about my poor dental hygiene. Hurts like hell. I actually, at one point, literally 10 years ago, I think I was 17. I went and I got the x-ray, but nothing else. And I waited okay, there we go. It seems to be coming back. I just hope it's still only playing Game Chops music, because that's what I wanted. But it was I had to wait several months, and I walk in, they take an x-ray, I leave. And then I would have to wait several months to get the result. And then I would probably have to wait several months to get... That was free, though. That would have been free. But it's I don't want to dedicate the next, 2 years of my life to getting my teeth checked up. I'm just gonna wing it. I'll be... Spoiler alert, it wasn't fine. But it's I'm just gonna wing it. I'll figure that shit out later in life. Well, it's later in life now. But yeah, I the last time I went to a dentist, it was in a van. It was in a dental van that goes to the schools. And that was the last time I went and got a proper cleaning and x-ray and everything. I don't know, app crashed. Probably the same reason why I was looking at everything and it looked like my computer was laggy. There's also Stormy, so that could be contributing, but I doubt it. But yeah, you can get it done at, schools, and you, I think it's, the teaching schools and, universities and things like that, but I just didn't want to wait months and months and months. So, I'm gonna have to fork out, $200, or 180. I needed to stop exaggerating. I exaggerate a lot recently, I've noticed. I'm oh, it's gonna be a more billion of dollars. If I don't get this, it's gonna be a more $1 billion. And it's no, it probably won't be a more billion. Be bloody fucking close though. Because whenever I was Googling it, to get my wisdom teeth out, why the hell? I'm trying, nothing lists their fucking prices, by the way. They're all just hey, we do accept insurance, or you can go in debt. That's, and it's okay, but how much is it? Not telling you, but we do loans. That's not a good sign for my fucking wallet. When the only price listed is we can do loans. We can afterpay it. Because it's the upfront with the checkup prices. That's nice. But how much is it if I go to the dentist and I need a filling. How much is it gonna cost? And then you try and Google it, and you try and look at websites, and you try and go everywhere, and it's like, oh, anywhere between like $500 and $2,000. Like, I know I need my wisdom teeth removed because they never actually emerged. I know that's going to be a problem because my wisdom teeth are half gone because half of them did not come through properly. So, like, it's under the gum, which is not good. And they grew in sideways. And I just said, fuck it. I can't afford that. I'm guessing I'm going to start losing my teeth by the end of this fucking year, dude. By the pain I was having the other day, I'm gone. I'm gonna be drinking stuff out of a blender. Also, thank you, Blue. Thank you for jumping in. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Howdy, howdy. Dude, the amount of shit where it's just like, yeah, by the way, this. Oh, and if it's just voice of woman, and it's like, oh, thanks. Fantastic. I love that. I love that I was born with a fucking permanent debuff applied at this point. Like, what the fuck? They look like baked beans on an x-ray. I haven't seen mine on an x-ray. They came through somewhat. They partially ruptured. And then like, the top ones came in sideways. So I can't clean them properly because I can't get there. Like, they grew in sideways and they're just hiding back there. And so they've just slowly been decaying away. And it's like, well, at least maybe if they just decay fully out of my mouth, I don't have to pay for removal. If they just, for sure, it falls out in pieces, but if it's removal, like, maybe that's just the natural way. But that also sucks to hear, though. I'm glad that mine at least came through a little bit, because otherwise I'd probably be way more fucked. But also, welcome in! Dude, I'm gonna have to learn so many recipes that don't include chewing. Get baby suck mother's calcium so mothers don't take vitamins, women will lose their teeth. Dude, the amount of shit where it's just like, okay, so if you want to have a baby, you have to be prepared to lose your hair, your teeth, your nails might break. There's such a thing as, like, diabetes when you're pregnant, blood pressure problems when you're pregnant. You can turn your toilet seat blue with your butt because the chemicals in your skin and everything like that can, like, react. And just everything sucks. And then it sucks too because you're just like, oh man, I kind of have a sore tummy. Do you have a virus or are you pregnant? It's terrifying, dude. It's terrifying. I thought I was the Virgin Mary. I thought multiple times throughout my childhood and growing up, I thought I was the Virgin Mary because I would get sick and I would get horribly ill. I would be like, man, I'm so nauseous. You know, all of the things are just like, oh, this is just symptoms of like you're growing, right? But it's like, man, my tummy hurts, my chest hurts, my head hurts. I feel really sad. Are you just like going through growth spurts and growing pains, or are you the next Virgin Mary? Find out next time. Of course, my hypochondriac ass thought I was the Virgin Mary. I made my family take me to the doctor. I thought I was Virgin Mary, but nah, that's it. It's like, dude, it's called puberty. You're not the next biblical phenomenon. Unfortunately for me, that would have been a killing though. Can you? That would have been great. That would have been great money. Which is even more evidence to why I wouldn't be the Virgin. I'd be like, hey, $5 and you can rub the you can rub my tummy. Get fucking blessing. Get your blessings here. Rub the Virgin Mary tummy. Nah, it's just puberty though. Again, unfortunately, that shit was just puberty. Was not a money-making scheme. I made my family drag me to the doctors for nothing. I was not dying. Thought I was, though. Thought I was. Also, I keep getting letters from my doctors to book a certain kind of appointment, and I hate when they do that shit where they're like, any letter, right? Any letter from anyone, from anywhere. The moment they're like, okay, any other name, right? Instead of be like, hey, Emmy, they'd be like, hey, first name, and then either last name or second name. And it's like, oh, I'm in trouble. Because I got a letter being like, hey, you're overdue for this kind of appointment you were meant to book. And it's like, I don't want to go. And I know it's like serious because they're like first name and second name. And I hate that shit. Don't do that. Do not address me. Get the fuck away from me. Let me die. Don't remind me of health checkups. What if I want to perish on my own time? That one's free though. That one I don't have an excuse. The dentist costs money. The dentist is either months and months and months of being fart-assed around. Like literally months and months of waiting just to walk in, get an x-ray, and piss off. No results or anything from the x-ray. No, like nothing else. Literally just, hey, put your face here. Cool. We'll get back to you in a few months. And I just went, no. I have way too much anxiety for this. Like, you have to catch me the next day. You cannot let me sit for months on my anxiety. Like, I'm obviously I'm gonna cancel it because if I have 6 months to sit there and stress about what might be in that x-ray, fuck no, I'm not going and checking what was in that x-ray. I'd rather die. Let me perish. A few times in the last few years, every year they spam me birthday emails and try to get me in their office. Dude, I've just started, like, I used to just ignore all of that, but then I just started blocking and unsubscribing to anything like that. It cleared up everything. I used to just be lazy and I'd be like, another one of those, like, hey, reminder. Hey, do you need to book again? And it's just like, or like anything, even if it's just something like, hey, you haven't subscribed to this thing. Either unsubscribe from, I don't even remember signing up for marketing emails. First of all, how'd you get my number? Literally, okay, this one I've been too lazy, but I keep getting like texts from a store. I don't remember signing up for, like, I remember signing up for the account, but I remember saying, do not email me. I don't get emails. I get fucking texts every other week being like, hey, we have like a sale on. Bitch, I'm broke as fuck. And then it's so annoying because it's like, it's one of those funny systems where it's like text stop and I tried and it didn't work. And then it has like a warning in the box saying no one's going to receive this because this is automated. I'm like, yeah, okay, well, but it should be able to recognize the stop. I tried once, it didn't work, and I just went, fuck it. So every few weeks I get an email with like, hey, do you know we're having a sale? And it's like, cool beans. I don't remember fucking asking. Like, they don't send me emails. I remember saying, don't send me emails, but how the fuck do you get my number? Lose it. Lose this number. Please. There are very few companies and places where I'm like, okay, you can let me know when there's promotions. One of which is the pet store, because I like to get my bird little treats. And if it's like, hey, we have a sale on avian accessories, it's buy 2, get 1 free. I would like to know because he's the spoiled brat. And maybe if I can get his food on a sale, I would like to know now. That's about it. That's about the only email where I want promotionals. It's just that one. Just so that I know when he wants food. Like, so when his food is cheaper and when I can get him cheap toys. Even though I can't even throw it as old toys, because then he looks at me like they're nasty, they've been chewed to pieces, they have lived their life, but God forbid you remove them. That's his pride and joy. Emails gets reams of spam daily because unsubscribe now never works. Yeah, and half the time it makes me feel like I'm clicking on a fucking virus link. It feels like I have to go on a treasure hunt because it'll have every other, like, it is so, like, sleazy as well, in my opinion. When you get to an email, you scroll to the bottom, you're looking for the unsubscribe, and every other link is in bright blue, right? It's hyperlinked, it's obvious, like, hey, do you want to go to our website? More info, frequently asked questions, contact us. And then at the very bottom, not highlighted, just the same color as all the text, is the unsubscribe. So you wouldn't notice it. Because it's not like in bright blue or a bright color letting you know it's a link. It's just like the word unsubscribe at the bottom. And it blends in with the big wall of text of like, you know, if you have any questions, if you have any, and it's like, yuck. Unsubscribe button. At least it's easy to find here. If I start pissing people off, at least I know people know where the door is. I chime in with a haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door? That's the wrong button. God damn it. God damn it, Ducky, that's not the unsubscribe button! You need glasses! That's my next goal, is I need glasses. Dude, I'm just decaying, man. I'm in an active state of rot. Thank you for the subs! It will help me pay for my dental appointment! And maybe my new specs! My PC can't upgrade specs, but I can, and it's still gonna cost so much, dude. Holy shit. Walked into that optometrist, and I'm like, hey, how much is it gonna cost? And they're like, $200 for the fucking lenses alone, and it's like, ha! I'll be back. I did not be back. But now I need to go back, because holy shit, it's back. But thank you so much, Ducky! Thank you for helping me upgrade specs. Howdy, howdy, demon! Hi, welcome in! Hi! We were just actually procrastinating. I'm meant to be drawing. I was meant to be working on model art. I was being very procrastinatory. And I'm just talking about my eyesight, gone. My joints, gone. My teeth, gone. My iron levels, gone. My vitamin D, gone. Sometimes I wonder how I'm alive, you know what I mean? Like, I go to the doctors and I'm like, there's nothing wrong with me. And they're like, hey, have you considered supplements? And it's like, they taste like dirt, dude. I know it's a pill and you just swallow it. Number one, it's the size of a horse tablet. Who is able to get that down, dude? Who is able to get the size of this shit down? Number two, it tastes like dirt. Even though it's like, it's just a tablet, you swallow it fast and it's gone. I don't know how they need to study that, because if they can do the opposite, but with sweets, money bags. If you can make me a tablet that with a flavor that lasts as long as like vitamins and multivitamins and supplements, where it touches your tongue for like 0.5 fucking seconds, but you taste that shit for 2 hours. If we could work on that, but for like chocolate or like sweets, I've been craving tiramisu recently. If we can get something like that doesn't taste like ass and dirt, money bags, dude, money bags. I've been making crepes with whipped cream in them every time. I'm like, I'm gonna eat healthier, and then I eat like, I don't even want to talk about how many crepes with whipped cream I ate over the past few days. I don't even want to get started on that. And whipped cream and berries and jam in it. It was good. Anyway, my goal of starting the year healthier is not going too good. Sorry, seriously, I don't even get viewers, but it's an anticipation. It's the don't you enjoy it? I can't, man. I can't. That's why I just pay for it. You're already like leagues above as far as procrastinating, because I've been procrastinating a starting soon screen since I started streaming, because I was like, I want to make my own overlays. that was like 5 years ago or some shit. I don't know when I started streaming. Probably another exaggeration. I gotta cut that out. But it was like so long ago that I was like, yeah, I wanna make my own overlays. The one I got at the moment is from Etsy. I paper, not Etsy. I was like, yeah, this fits the vibe close enough. This is good enough. Before then, it was a bunch of free ones, and then I was like, I like this one. I'm gonna just settle on this one. I'm still procrastinating. At least bring it up so that I don't... If it's on the screen at least, then I'm doing slightly better, right? If it's on the screen at least, it's slightly better than when it's not on the screen, right? Because I was just working on drafting a little bit better, because I'm always stuck between... Because you see, I look like I'm doing something. I look like I'm being productive. Do I have... I thought I did. Is this it? It's on the other side. Hang on. I need to move over for it. There we go. But, let me just double check. Oh, I'm not. Man. I keep doing that thing where I forget when I did. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm at a point where if I don't take ibuprofen and Panadol, I'm going to die. I need ibuprofen to save me. And I'm sitting there and it's like, oh, I kind of feel unwell. When was I meant to take it? And it's like, I never reset the timer because I keep on forgetting when I took it and to retake it. Is this addiction? This is, I'm trying to make it until I can get to the dentist. These are not digital, so I'm leaning heavily on the jank stick offside. The model overlay and boxes look they were drawn by a 5-year-old. The side of the screen is a clock on a chalkboard and it's running backwards. But that sounds cute! That sounds like finding strengths in self-perceived weaknesses. Okay, now I have to hope that that kicks in, because otherwise I'm going to die. Because I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's okay to say that I'm a decent artist, and other times I feel like I really am not. I'm very, like, on the fence at that point, you know? Like, I don't know. I've been told that I am, but I still don't feel like I'm any good at art. And then, like, is this like... I also keep restarting and stopping and restarting because I can't tell what I like and what I don't. Also, I don't think that head pat worked. Why not? I'm going to riot. What the fuck, man? Why is my shit brokey? You know what? Actually, it is brokey. It can't connect to the account. Oh, okay, yeah, actually it is brokey. Never mind. Hang on, I might be able to do it manually. What if I do this? There we go. I gotta get in there and into the weeds. It's just not connecting to Twitch. The bot client's not connecting to Twitch and I don't know why. That's very annoying. Yeah, until I can get to the dentist. The moment I can get to the dentist and get the holes in my teeth filled, we'll be so back. We'll be on our so back arc, because then I won't be feeling as unwell. But also, welcome in, Wainatar. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the head pats. And thank you, Agent Goose, for the follow. I hope you're doing well as well. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. I've been baking a lot. I've been trying to... I don't like that line. I don't know if I like this. I'm trying to decide what I want. Because again, it's a case of... like... do I like what I have and I want to keep what I have for the most part? Or do I want to change it up more? I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell if I want to change things up more or just basically remaster what I have. I did nothing on a solo weekend, so I still got tomorrow to be a little productive. I joked that I'm in my trad wife arc, because I did meatballs on bread, but I made the bread myself, and then I made chili with bread rolls, and I made the bread rolls myself again. And I've been trying to not have things out of a can unless it's like a can of tomatoes and beans and things like that. But I've been trying not to just buy like, yeah, there's a stores sport meatballs. It's like, nah, got in there with fresh parsley and not even garlic, like actual garlic. So you're tall enough to, I'm tall enough to be Get out of here. Who set you up to this? To be fair though, again though, I am of average height, if not a little tall. I need to make sure that the ears look canine, not feline. Not that there's anything wrong with cats, it's just that I'm not. You know, it's a kind of weird, right? When making my model and when trying to design it, I was like, yeah, I have to make sure that it looks canine and not feline. And I did not anticipate the amount of people that came in were like, oh, fox. Like, man, I didn't plan against, like, making it not look like a fox. That wasn't even a thought that I had that people might mistake my character for a fox. I didn't even think of that. I didn't prepare for this. I'm 5'6" or 168 centimeters. So welcome in here. Welcome in. No, I'm not a big fan of chicken in a can. Although I did break down. This is what I broke down a chicken. I broke down two, but I also broke down the chicken. Like, because I was like, I wanna try and save money, right? And so what can you do? You buy a whole chicken instead of just buying like breast. Because it ends up being almost the same price for a whole chicken as it does 2 chicken breasts. So it's like, well, I'll just buy the whole chicken and I'll try and learn how to break it down on my own. Maybe I did have a little breakdown on my own, but that's okay. Because it was semi-productive. And technically it saved money. The chicken broke me down, dude. I tried to like... Because I was watching a YouTube video... And it's just that thing, it's like, oh yeah, so you're gonna find the joint and you're gonna just like pop the bone out. And it's like, do I have to? Like, do I gotta? I don't really wanna. Like, that's kind of really gross. I tried to do the wings, but it was like being weird about it. And then it went like really purpley around where the bone popped. And I was like, I'm not doing that. So I just did not. Cook the whole chicken. I hate chicken on the bone. I can't stand it. So I have to break it down because I have to cut it off the bone. 30F? What's that in other units? I don't know what that is. I have to do Google. I am jealous. But only because it's hot. Although, to be fair, that doesn't look like a temper to be jealous of, but I'm still jealous. Cooked Woolies chicken. See, the thing is that's still more expensive and not saving money. Like, I was under the assumption, because when I was looking it up, right, they're like, oh, well, if you buy rotisserie chickens, they tend to be cheaper than a whole raw chicken because they're the raw chickens that were almost expired that they want to get rid of. But they're not. They're not cheaper. A rotisserie chicken is $12. The same chicken is $8 from the cold section. I'm gonna go to the fucking cold section and pay $8. Easier to debone. That is true, but it's cooked on the bone. I don't like it when it's cooked on the bone. It goes weird. Like, it does, like, it's just different. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just different when it's on the bone. I only eat the breast, which is kind of a waste. Because I can only, like, if all I'm pulling out of the bag of a rotisserie chicken is only the breast, I don't eat the rest of it. I don't like the drumsticks or like, I don't like rotisserie chicken thighs. I don't mind chicken thigh, but it has to be, like, not a rotisserie chicken thigh because it's on the bone and I don't like trying to get it off the bone. And then it has that, like, weird stuff on it that usually when it's raw, you just, like, pick off or you don't see it. But when it's on the bone, you can see it, and I don't like that. So I can only eat the breast meat, which means that there's like 99% of the chicken wasted. So I only get them as a treat. But no, should we meet Costco? I want to go to Costco, but the membership's a bit much, and they're a bit far. But also, again, welcome in, Shino. Welcome in, baby Shrimpy. Welcome in. But yeah, I wanted to get cooked chickens to practice. Because then it means... Because the other thing is, right, that I wanted... The purpose of the chicken was so that I could make chicken burgers. And I wanted to cut the breast into, like, schnitzels and then, like, bread it and fry it. And that's a little bit harder to do with cooked chicken. And so it's like... I wanted to get the thigh, but, like, actual pre-cut schnitzels from the store... are so expensive. If they're even in stock for some reason, because they're never in stock except for like the like organic brand, and they end up being like I think it was like nearly, I think it was over $8 for like the equivalent of like one chicken breast at that point. And it's like at that, like, again, it's like it gets to the point where it's like I may as well just buy a whole chicken and cry my fucking eyes out while I try and get the meat off myself. And I also like doing things like I like making I've been making oyakodon, I like making karage, I like making I was making at one point, and I want to make it again, like a gochugaru, like chicken pasta thingy. I don't know, I would like a little bit, but it was like that, and then I can't remember what else it was I was making with it. But yeah, and then like I make Oporo ripoffs where I put a bit of that I think it's lemon juice or lime juice, one of the fucking citrus juices on it, and then I cover it in like chili sauce, and then I put it on burgers. But the other thing is that my partner can't eat thigh because he doesn't like that it's like the texture of it, which is understandable. There's sometimes when I don't like the texture of it too. I like when it's dry because I know it's cooked. If it is dry, it is cooked. Like, it's unlikely that it's going to be dry as the Sahara Desert and undercooked. Like, it could, but if it's that dry, it's probably safe for consumption. No, well, it's just that chicken scares me, right? I have the phobia of being unwell. So chicken's hard for me to eat. I like beef because beef's one of those ones where it's like, hey, did you mess up a little bit and it's still pink in the middle? That's the point, dipshit. Eat it anyway. I like my beef like rare. Not minced though, because, you know, but it's still that thing of like, if your shit's a little pink as beef, you might get sick, but you're probably fine. Like, you're probably not going to die, especially if it's a steak, as long as the heat has kissed the outside of the steak and it's not an old steak, you're fine. But chicken, I don't care if chicken can technically be pink if it's cooked to temperature. I refuse. Like, I've seen how many videos where it's like, hey, did you know that chicken, like, it all matters about temperature? And it's nothing to do with, like, how pink it is. Like, if it's cooked to temperature, you can cook it for a lower temperature at a longer time period. And it might look a little pink, but it will also be really, really juicy. And it's like, that's cool, dog. I'm not doing it. It's getting the treatment where it hits that pan, and when it's cooked, I'm gonna cook it for 2 more minutes just in case. It's getting cooked until I'm certain it's in the fucking afterlife, okay? Chicken, I don't fuck with. Chicken always gets extra time. Mooing? Yeah! I do like my steaks. I like my steaks rare. Like, I like when it's that, you know, it's just warmed in the middle kind of vibe, right? Where it's like, maybe if it, you know, a good vet could bring it back. It's definitely, heat has touched the outside, right? It's definitely cooked on the outside, but maybe it's only warm on the inside. It's not piping hot, cooked all the way through. Well done. I don't want to congratulate my cow. I would like to consume it. And in a way that is delicious and not dry. Chicken has to be dry. Cow doesn't. But yeah, chicken's rough. But yeah, because my goal as well is to cook, but that's why I made meatballs from scratch with, and I know this sounds like one of those things where it's like, and you don't already, but it's like usually when I make like any like pasta sauce, it'll be from scratch, like not from scratch, from a jar, just like, hey, I'm spaghetti sauce in jar. And I say, yep, you are. Get in my pan. That's what I plan to have for dinner tonight, though. Is spaghetti sauce from a jar. But otherwise, I tried making it from scratch. Like with the actual, like, put in the can of tomatoes, and then the herbs, and then the garlic, and then the other things. And I put that in with my meatballs, and I put it on bread, and then I put cheese on that bread. And I made myself a meatball sub. And it was pretty alright. It was pretty good. And then I made chili from, well, I say from scratch because usually I have it out of a can. But I made chili in the slow cooker, which gave me so much anxiety because I had never made chili before. And so the idea of walking away for like 8 hours, it's that thing of like, what if it gets to 8 hours and I fucked it up? But I made a shredded beef chili. I put chuck stick in there. And then I made milk bread buns to have with the chili. And then like I said, burgies, and I've been making crepes. Bacteria needs moisture, dry as fuck meat can't be bad. Oh, it can be bad. Like I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. But I am at the point, chicken is scary. A chicken is just one of those ones where I don't like to fuck with it just because, like I said, cow, you messed up a little bit, that's fine, you'll be fine. I knew someone who ate minstrel. They were alive. So, it can't be that bad. Chicken. Same as his. But it's like, you know, it can be bad. Bacteria needs moisture, but it's like, it still needs to be cooked appropriately. You know what I mean? It still needs to be stored appropriately. It still needs to be cooked appropriately. It's just that whenever it comes to chicken, I'm gonna put it in for a little bit longer. Like, I made a roast beef the other day, and I put a thermometer in it, and like, the thermometer's like, hey, it's temp. And you know what I did? I turned the oven off, and I took it out so it can rest. I cooked a chicken before that. The thermometer's like, hey, it's the right temp. And I was like, no, the fuck it is not. And I cooked that bitch for another 10 minutes in that oven. It came out dry as hell. but it was edible, and that's what's the point. Would it have been fine if I took it out when the thermometer's like, hey, I'm the right temp now? Yeah, probably would have been fine if I took it out when the thermometer's like, hey, I'm cool. No, I don't trust you, bitch. Oh, it's beef? Cool, don't worry. I'll take it out. I'll take it out when it says to take it out. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Beef is fine. Roast beef is fine. Chicken? You're a thin fucking... And that's to begin with. I avoid chicken when I can because I don't trust it. I don't like it. Like, I like chicken. I don't like the risk that comes with it. Meat cremated? Like, only chicken. The only chicken I want, it's only chicken I want cremated. The rest of it, I kind of trust temps. And I'm like, oh, it says that it, like, my thermometer says that, you know, it's this temp. Cool. It's been in the oven an appropriate amount of time. The temp for the oven was correct. The temp for the meat is correct. I'll take it out. Chicken just gets extra time no matter what the fucking thermometer and the timer says, because I don't trust it. Everything else is trusted. Just not those other ones. They will be dead. There is no if, buts, and or maybes about that shit. I don't trust it. I don't trust that bitch. Howdy, it talks. Hi, welcome in. I'm pretending to be productive because I forgot what I was doing midway through doing it. Hang on. Maybe I can bring up my reference for... Because I know I was showing how I had a plan, right? Like, I know I was showing, like, hey guys, look at this. This is my future outfit idea. This is the future design idea. Doesn't this look, you know... Salmonella basically doesn't exist. It's one of those things where it's not exactly common, like, here either. Like, we do, like, I know Oz tests for it, and it is like if it's found, then it's traced back, and everything's, like, you know, and that, in general, it's like, eggs, for example, are one where it's like, look, you can have a runny egg. Everything online will still tell you, like, it's your fucking death certificate, but technically, we vaccinate the chickens, and we, you know, we make sure if we find cases of salmonella that we trace back to the farms and everything like that, and we keep that shit, like, you know, I don't give a fuck, man. Cremated. It's getting cremated. It's going to be cremated. That's the only way to eat chicken, is when it's cremated. And then, as far as eggs go, I like a runny yolk, so I can't. Runny yolks are always going to be a weakness of mine. I can't imagine, I guess, again, for me and my little anxiety brain, I can't imagine eating raw chicken because I like, again, I look at chicken with a side eye to begin with. Like, I just don't like being unwell. But I imagine it would taste like... I gotta imagine raw chicken would taste yummy. So welcome in, Rhodes, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. But like, yeah, I think the only thing I really like raw would be fish. I like raw salmon. When I like salmon and avocado rolls. But that would be... I can't think of anything else, like, meat and dairy-wise, where I'd be like, yeah, I like this. I'm trying desperately to think about what I'm doing. I have no clue, dude. I was like, yeah, I'll just doodle while I'm talking, and then as always, it turns into, I'm going to talk, forget what I was doing, and then have a little mini breakdown because I don't actually know what I'm doing. And then now everyone knows I'm a fraud. Now everyone knows. Now everyone knows I don't actually know what I'm doing and how to art. Oh no. What is this music? I don't have a problem with it, it's just one of those times where it's like, I'm not quite sure what I'm hearing. Bad rap, because the shitty of good safety stands for eggs. I've eaten so many raw eggs and never been sick once. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just like every time I Google it, it's like theoretically, you can. The risk of it, I grew up eating like cake batter, so like I grew up but like I don't think eggs have ever made me sick unless it's actually like an off egg. Oh, dude, I thought there was something crawling next to me. It's a fucking bird feather. We're good. But yeah, I like runny yolks, but I don't think I could ever be brave enough to eat like a raw egg. And I like to even like when I boil them, I try to get them closer to like hard boiled than like super soft boiled because it scares me. Like I said, I just don't want to be sick. I'd rather eat gross than be sick. Biggest risk of salmonella is imported frozen spinach. Yeah, it's like I know that it's like I know here that spinach is a big one too. That spinach and lettuce and like bagged salads tend to be like a bit risky when you get like bags of salad. They're the ones I see with the biggest, like I almost never see recalls for chicken for risks of salmonella or eggs for a risk of salmonella, but I see lots where it's like salad, like mixed leaf salads or spinach or lettuce or something like that with like a recall for, and it's like, oh, that's great. I don't like that. I'm trying to eat more vegetables. I'd like if we didn't make me think I was gonna get poisoned because I ate a vegetable. But it is what it is, I guess. Defrosted a chicken in the water, the chicken water, that's how real but it looks gross. Then, like, I guess it's one of those things where maybe, you know what, I'm actually, never mind, I'm like, yuck. I was going to say, maybe I shouldn't yuck other people's yums. Like, it doesn't sound like it's for me, but maybe other people be like, no, yuck. I don't give a fuck if it's for you. You have bad tastes, in my opinion. If you eat raw chicken, crime, jail, straight to jail. I just don't like it. You get put jail for the crime of being gross as fuck. I don't like that. I don't know, like I said, I did my design and I'm trying to like follow it. And I'm like, still not happy with it though. Like I keep wanting to redo it every time I look at it. Outside, but with the inside raw, basically cooking a chicken Blu-ray. Yeah, see, no, that's a no from me, fam. I'm gonna yuck other people's yum. That's a no. Nuh-uh. Bad taste. Like, I am trying to learn. Like, again, I'm trying to learn to cook. I'm trying to find recipes that fit that category of that sweet spot of being, hey, this took me no effort at all. And it's very yummy. So that's why I've been eating a yakiton. And I've been looking, or like, why I was like, I like tried the chili recipe, because I don't know about you, but a recipe where, you know, you put it all in a bowl and then walk away for 8 hours and you come back and dinner's ready. Sounds pretty alright to me. So, I want to find recipes where it's like, piss off. Yum yum. Congratulations! You now have food that is edible. I can't decide what I'm doing with the hair, man. I keep thinking, like, yeah, I'll just stick to what I already have, essentially. Like I said, I can't decide if I'm redoing or remastering. I can't decide what I'm doing. But I can't imagine eating raw chicken at all. Which it was in the air fryer, I do 110 to 115, and that's too cold. I don't trust it. If it's not cooked at 200 degrees for 20 minutes, I don't want to eat it. It needs to either be in hot oil, and I will cook it for a minute longer than it recommends. Does the recipe say cook for 3 minutes on each side? I'm cooking it for 4. Like I said, I am one of those people where I know it might be not as nice, and it might not be as flavorful, and it might be dry, and it might be nasty, but at least my risk of food poisoning is significantly less, right, than if I had tried to get it to temp and messed up. Because I know, like, if you actually cook it right, then, like, the risk is, like, there is none, right? If you actually do it right. Like, I'm not stupid. I am. But, like, I don't like the center. I'll come back and fix it later, maybe. I don't know. I'm looking at it again and I'm bumping buttons. And maybe I hate it. I'm looking at it again and I think I hate it. I think I hate it. This music was way too boppy for my energy levels today. I need something that's like, hey, you're going to pass out in the next little bit. That's the kind of vibes I bring to the party. It's so annoying, man. I was like going through a phase where I was like unable to sleep, and so I was staying up until like 2 p.m. in the afternoon. But I was doing stuff, right? I was getting stuff done. I was staying up, but I was using that time where I couldn't sleep, and I was like cooking, or I was cleaning, or I was drawing, or I was using my planner, and I was trying to get organized. And I was like, yeah, I'm getting more accomplished. Like, yeah, maybe my sleep schedule is non-existent, but I'm getting stuff done. And then recently, I've been going to sleep at the same time as everyone else. Like, I've been going to bed early, if anything. And waking up way late. I've been seeing no benefits to going to bed early. I'm going to bed several hours earlier. I'm going to bed at like... Fucking sometimes it's like... I swear it's like 3 in the morning, which I know so I'm going to bed at 3 in the morning. That's way early. But it is for me. I'm going to bed at like 3 in the morning and I'm waking up at like 12 in the afternoon. And it's like, what's the difference? If I was going to bed, like I was getting more done when I was just staying up until 12. What's the bother? What? Like, why go to bed at reasonable times? Why go to bed at a reasonable time if I'm just gonna fucking sleep in until an unreasonable time? This is not fair, you know? This is BS. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm constantly I hate it more and more. Every line I draw, I hate it more and more. Why? Someone explain to me what's wrong with it, but actually don't, because if you do explain to me what's wrong with it, then I might cry. Like, I need to know what's wrong with it, but don't tell me. I have to figure it out on my own, with my own sadness. Because if somebody else tells me, then I'm gonna be like, no, you're bullying me, even though I asked for it. Man, those days of Twitter really did a number on me, where there was that period of time where everyone was accusing everyone of copying. Because I know that we're out of that phase now, right? Where everyone's realized, like, oh, yeah, you're like, there's like a billion pink-haired cats, it's fine. You can have pink hair and have, like, you know, and it's fine. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're copying anyone. And I know we're out of that phase. But I'm still my brain is still there in the trenches of every day being like, I wonder what's going on in the VTuber community. Oh boy, another accusation of somebody copying. Oh boy, another accusation of somebody copying. And then the only things being the same is like the color scheme. And it's like, I'm still in those trenches mentally. And so every time I look at it, I'm like, is this copying anybody? Does this look like anybody we know? Does this look like somebody I know? Am I like absent-mindedly thinking like, yes, I'm a genius, but really I'm just like bar for bar drawing the fucking Mona Lisa. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah, no one's ever drawn this before. Shit, that's the chick with the pearl earring. Am I being too heavily influenced by something I don't even see right now? That is my fear. Constantly. Even though I know it shouldn't, because we're past those phases. I fucking hope. I don't go on Twitter that much anymore. I don't go on Blue Sky. And I don't go on Twitter. Because all of it was just draining, man. It was just draining. And it's like, why drain that, like, when I can just, like, not. Like, sometimes I think I forget that logging off is a perfectly valid option. And I've decided to fully exercise that right, to just be like, no. I don't think so today. I fucking hate all of it. I'm going to cry. Why did I think that streaming art would be a good thing? I think probably because it's like, I know that I'm going to have to get off my ass and do more art, especially if I actually end up going to the dentist and the dentist is just like, hey, so how many kidneys do you have? Like, that's what I'm expecting it. I'm expecting to go into the dentist, get an x-ray, and they're going to be like, so, do you have more than 2 kidneys to sell on the market? Or are we afterpaying it? I don't know if Afterpay does. I feel like that'd be the killer. If I walk in and they're just like, so Afterpay doesn't do quantities that big, I'd be like, how cooked? Cooked am I? Anywhere between $500 and like 10 grand or some shit. I was literally that big number. It was a ridiculously large number of like, oh yeah, getting wisdom teeth removed is anywhere between like a few $100 and several thousands of dollars. I was like, which one though? Like, I need to know which, like, I'd like to know which one. Time for a long nap? Hell yeah! Oh shit, I better head out actually. Because if I keep going now, I'm gonna do that thing where I get distracted and then I stream overtime for like 2 hours. It was just a short stream, the Proof of Life stream today. I should be able to stream for longer periods of time later this week though. I'm gonna keep working on this off stream though. Hopefully we'll get more than 2 lines drawn. Probably not. I'll probably draw 2 lines, look at it, and go, I hate every single piece of it. But it is once again time for me to disappear. I don't know if it's worth raiding, because... I don't know why. My brain just says like, oh, I've barely been live for an hour. Is it worth raiding? And it's like, yeah, always is. Always worth sharing. Today we will raid Blue. Today they are playing Arknights. Okay, let's get raid started. No one's yes, it's stream. I gotta. I'll be back again tomorrow, hopefully. I think so. I didn't know there was a new one. I've never played any Arknights. But I'll probably be back. Probably be back tomorrow. I don't know what day of the week it is right now. But I'm trying to make my new stream days Sunday, Monday, Tuesday Friday, Saturday. So one of those days. It's Sunday. I will probably be back tomorrow and the day after. Go to sleep and say, it's a thing of someone being like, oh, bye. And I'm like, oh, yeah, why? What's the time? And it's like, oh, yeah, it's time for me to head out too. Because otherwise I'm going to get too distracted and I have stuff to do. Again, it was just meant to be a very quick stream for proof of life. But again, thank you everyone for joining. Even though it was a quick stream, thank you for joining and keeping me company. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I hope you all stay safe. Make sure that you take your meds, buy yummy foods, stay hydrated. My brain is fried. But, oh shit, it's bad. But anyway, yes, everybody take care and until next time. Bye bye.